is Sunday something October. I don't know what that is, but get to the property. I just dropped off my daughter with my sister, and I just kind of grabbed all my stuff, and my nephew's right behind me, and we're gonna go hunt one property together, and he's gonna be in a box blind, and I'm gonna be in a saddle. This property is pretty hard to hunt in a saddle because, like I said, I think I told you multiple times that if you find anything over a baseball-sized bat tree, you found a good tree. So I'm gonna hunt the edge and see what go from there, man. I smashed my camera yesterday, my Osmo Pocket 3, and that kind of butt hurts me. But luckily, I had insurance. But I just filed a submission. I gotta send it in to them. They say it's 90 days. So basically, the rest of hunting season is gonna be gone, and that kind of sucks. So I'm back to my phone, and now I'm gonna have a million videos on my phone. So get in there. I know my seatbelt thing's going on, but whatever. We're gonna get in there, and we're gonna play dangerous games with the wind and the deer. But this corn is really screwing us. The last 2 years, I've been kind of waiting to have crops on our side, and they take them all before hunting season, so it kind of been blown. Now it is late hunting season, and the crops are still there, and I'm mad. So I guess I'm an idiot. So we'll get out there, and we're gonna play some dangerous games. Stay tuned.
The swirls, look at you, fancy.
right? Well, my knock is right here. Where's my arrow? Well, that's I picked up my arrow already. Where was this at? Right here?
Right there. Right where you put this.
I stood my arrow. Where's that scrape at? Where's that tree? Okay, right here's the scrape. See, this is what made me... Okay, right here's my arrow, dude. See, this is what makes me think. But some of this blood...
That's actually decent blood.
But some of this blood is old, dude. I used this arrow before and never cleaned it off. But...
Was this all bloody before, too?
I can't tell you, dude. I put it in the ground. So right here...
Actually, this doesn't look too bad.
Right here's the shot, dude. Okay. Other way. So you hit that scrape, you hit that. Okay, right there's some blood. You see it?
Yup.
Right there's some. Right there, right by your feet.
Yep, I see it. Yep. That's decent blood. Right here. All up on the tree. Right here. Here's some. Right there. Right there.
Where are you seeing this here? Okay.
Right here. It's not bad blood.
Doesn't that look dark though?
It does look dark, but it's dried up too. I don't know.
You get your phone?
I do.
Here, take a picture of this. You got a good smeller?
Decent.
Does it smell like guts or anything like that to you?
No.
Okay.
This boat might be dying.
Eventually he starts to turn, dude.
This boat's dying, I think.
Is it?
But you... There's a... Here's some...
All right, here's the update. You know, I shot the deer. It was pretty thick. I thought I missed because I seen the arrow and I thought I missed. Sent the videos to a couple guys just to, you know, show them I'm an idiot because I missed. And like, man, I think you hit that thing. I was like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. And they're like, oh, you should get down and check your arrow. But my nephew hunting like 60 yards away. It's like, I don't know. So eventually I just get curiosity, just killed me. So I had to get down. I just run to the arrow real quick. I see that there was blood, a little bit, a ton of white hair. I'm like, wow, I must have skimmed his belly or something. And then I pick up the arrow. In hindsight, I thought it would be cool to like keep the blood on the arrow for like a superstition thing and all that from an animal I killed, or for the buck I killed last year. Well, it's pretty dumb when you make a marginal shot like that. You don't know what new blood and old blood is when you're looking at the arrow. So probably not going to do that anymore. I usually just retire an arrow after it kills an animal, but I really wanted to see how many times I could put one of these arrows through an animal before it breaks or something, but whatever. So I wait till they're there. We get back. I couldn't find my knock. My knock wasn't in the arrow, but when I got back, I could see it was lit as a, you know, Halo knock or lit knock or whatever. I can't remember the brand for that one, but it was like 5 feet in front of the deer. So kind of confirms that I think I hit a branch. I blew that knock out, and it deflected it real low, and I skimmed his belly or something, because there's a ton of white hair, and then the blood was super dark, so it looked like, you know, muscle hit and all that, but it wasn't like initial hit. There was a big blotch, and then it was just little drops. I know I'm shooting fixed head, and they're like, oh well, it takes a minute for them to bleed. You know, you could just tell. The blood was like instant though, and you can just tell every time he bounded after he mule kicked or whatever, it was just straight blood down. You could just see it, like it was like, you know what I mean, like it's like you're flicking it, you know what I mean, but he was bounding, and you just tell, and then it just dried up super quick, and I mean in 40 yards, and you know, deer can do that, and it was like 10 seconds for him, you know what I mean. So you can just tell. I just knew it. And then we got our camera set on like 2 times. I think it's 8 a.m., 8 p.m. to send pictures. And that next morning, he was on camera at 8 a.m. So, you know, he wasn't bedded up. He wasn't looked like he was walking weird. I couldn't see the wound because it was on the opposite side, but there was nothing like hanging out of his stomach or nothing. And kind of just confirms, like, he'll probably live. You never know, he might get sepsis from that cut or something, but I'm pretty sure he could lick it, and I think that usually say if they can lick it, that there's more chance of survival, but I don't know, I'm not a doctor. So sucky situation, but you know, it's just one of the things you gotta, you know, some people are gonna just crucify me, taking marginal shots and all that. Well, man, I don't know what to do then. It's, you know, I waited for the best opportunity of that deer was gonna give me in that situation, and I tried to, you know, I don't know. I've seen people fucking hit branches and, you know, open timber, so can happen anywheres, whatever, but kind of is what it is at this point. And I'm, you know, and I did see another target buck that, you know, a lot bigger than that one I shot at come by, and he was just dogging other bucks, dude. He was just nuts. But yeah, I just figured get this update and put this out on the video so you guys kind of know what the hell had happened, because I didn't really videotape it too much.